Good evening. This is Doc Severson for the ReadySetCrypto OMNIA trade of the day for Monday, the 8th of February. What a move. Look at this thing go. Once we got above the crucial price level of 38,000 and started making new highs here, it's exploded higher from here. Of course, we all know the reason for this. All it takes is a little bit of Elon and every asset goes higher. It's amazing what that dude can do. Okay, so I would not be chasing it at this point. What I would be looking at is the energy at this point. And I like the level of 9 for the RSI Laguerre right now. That is the level of time window that we're looking at, is a period of 9, and it seems to be more accurate for what we're looking at. So we're just getting into exhaustion, so perhaps we'd see this thing slow down, and maybe, and this is what I want to see. I want to see this thing do a high and tight up here. High and tight consolidation would be perfect. Now, look at the volume. Volume is pretty big. It's not huge, but think about why you get big volume. You get big volume on big selling panic, and you get big volume on upside movements when there's disagreement at different price levels. Look at that candle there. That candle, let me clear that out. That candle showed a huge amount of disagreement that day. Went down, went way up, and got pushed back down again. So that's why we had huge volume. Basically, this is good, strong accumulation volume, and the shorts are just backing out of the room at this point. There's no disagreement. Notice this, we set up the expected move on Sunday, going forward into the end of February. We hit that in one day. Boom. Hit that in one day. Okay, so statistical models are only as good as the next exogenous event. So look at this though. What I want to emphasize to you guys is that this is real, because when we went parabolic here, everybody's like, okay, is this just a big fake out? And then when we started seeing red candles everywhere, people were like, oh, this is over. And we started seeing all the Cointelegraph articles saying that this was, the end of Bitcoin and things like that, heading down to zero and everything. But what I noticed, and this is what I kept telling you guys, was the movement is very structured and it's very quiet. And this is what happens when you have declining volume in a consolidation. This is constructive behavior. This is the market doing exactly what it needs to be doing in the midst of a bull run. 3 years sideways to down, and now we're in accumulation. This is precisely what needed to happen, because remember, the weekly chart was in super exhaustion, and what we got was about 3 weeks of consolidation, maybe 4, and now she's gone. It had just enough energy to power the next leg. And this is what's going to happen. This is the strongest markets. Do not sit around and wait. They get up, they move, they consolidate quickly, they take quick naps, and then they're off and running again. Here's Ethereum. I love this move. This is great. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see these stacked patterns where we have ascending triangles breaking out to the target, close to exhaustion, not quite, but setting up high and tight. This is precisely what I want to see from markets that are in accumulation, is I want to see that linear structure that makes everything make sense. I love this. This is great. Now, this could use a rest. There's no doubt of that. But man, look at the rounded base of this thing, and it's breaking out above there. This is gorgeous. So I do want to see consolidation along the way, because what that means is that this allows the move to go on for longer and longer and hit some huge upside targets. Now, looking at some of this, we're seeing a lot of accumulation no matter where we are across the board, especially dollar-denominated assets or any fiat-denominated assets. If we look at this through the lens of anything running via BTC, forget about it. This is just not going to work, right? Because you've got that denominator blowing up and it's killing that fraction. So anything that's trading versus USD is looking pretty good today. Some better than others. Some just need to consolidate. Binance Coin ripping it to the upside. We have Tron All heed the almighty Tron. And of course, we have Dogecoin down here, up 1% today. A lot of volatility, a lot of meme value behind this one. It's just fun to watch. I wish it was more heavily available. Here is Theta, and this is going through one of these rounded bases, breaking out to the upside, looking really good. Got a lot of daily energy on the weekly chart. Looks pretty good, just like Bitcoin the other day, just enough out there to power this move. And another one is Decred. Decred is just ripping it to the upside right now. Doing great. Has a lot of energy left to go on the daily chart. Weekly chart looks a little thin, but don't step in front of that freight train. Looking really good. Another one that's working well today is Algo. If we go back and look at this one, again, we see that rounded base, the big rounded base. This is the only market I've ever seen with these types of rounded base patterns in there, but they're valid. And oh, by the way, they're not stopping with the cup and handle thing. It's just a big ass rounded base is the way to look at this. So market's doing really well across the board. Selected assets are running like mad, especially some of the cheap ones that are getting pumped like IOTA. And Phantom is working well. And look at that. Even Digitex has been able to reclaim the 1 penny level once again. That is it for today's report. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.